Hello, 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 Brooklyn girl.
Hello, how are you?
You sound like you're T-Pain.
I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. I'm so excited to be here.
I didn't know I had Grammy Award-winning T-Pain as a panelist on my live for Sister
Here
Wives. I
I
made you put
am.
out all the
Here I
spots.
am. Here I am.
All right. Let me say hi to everybody, and then we're going to hello all. What did it say in Sister Act? Hello all, few but many. Here we are. Mary B. Hello. Becky S. Hello. Brooke. Hello. Ellie. Barbara M. Cat Lover. Appalachian Haint. Becky. Sheila. Aries. Me. Paula. Marilyn.
Hi,
Grace.
Brooke.
Let's
Sorry.
see, Jewel. Flower Child. So I'm, Brooklyn. So happy to have you
Yes.
back on my panel after
I'm
the
so
whole
happy to be
haircut.
back and I'm so happy to see all these comments. Hi, Becky. Hi, Liana.
And like, if you, in case you're wondering where Brooklyn's been, it's because she's been doing auto tune, and she's now she's gonna watch out for her on Spotify and iTunes because she's gonna be coming to a playlist real soon, right?
It's got to be my phone, guys. I don't know what's the problem.
Is your phone dead?
Well, I'm going to try. Give me 1 second. Go on.
That's okay. We'll let them. So while Brooklyn is figuring that out, I will say that I have caught up to Sister Wives, and
Okay, I tried something. Is it a little better?
no.
Guys, who do I sound like? This is crazy.
Maybe go on your computer.
Don't have one.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
thank you, Brooke. Hey, guys, maybe he's hearing me bad, but you guys are hearing me good. Is that the
Okay,
case?
does anybody is
See, it's him. I
it's
knew
me
it. I
then?
sound wonderful.
Oh, all right. So then it's me.
Thank you, guys. I was like, what am I
Do I
doing
sound shitty?
wrong? No, you sound great to me.
I have all right. So great. So then
MW says Brooklyn sounds 100% normal, and he's making me go nuts. I'm checking like outlets on my phone.
I I can record what you sound like on my end, and it's not good, but it's okay.
That's
I can
so
understand what you're
funny.
saying.
Yeah, no, they hear me fine. That's all I'm worried about.
It wouldn't be alive if there wasn't
You
like a
got it.
technical issue that
You
was,
got it.
So, all right. So here we are. We're going to talk about Sister Wives. I am completely caught up,
Sad to say,
and
so am I.
I have to say I am just not impressed with anything.
No, not at all.
Like I feel like I'm watching like the Waltons. It's so PG and boring and
It's not even
yawn.
just that though, John. It's gotten strange. Like it's like strange. I almost feel like when I'm watching it awkward. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it was filmed 2 years ago. Still, we're still and I was waiting for that because I'm like, this is still old shit that we're looking at. But whatever.
MW, you
Um,
said it.
I was about to say it, but in MW, she beat me to the chase.
She beat
Yeah,
you.
it's okay. So let's. I've been giving I texted Brooklyn a whole bunch of stuff that I was taking
No,
notes, watching
stay
everything.
positive. It's not just you. I feel like it's like almost a weird feeling. Like like I'm in the room kind of awkward. You know what I mean? Oh,
Thank
oh
you,
my God.
Grace,
Thank you, Becky. Thank
and
you,
thank you,
Grace.
Becky.
Yes, Becky, I am so with you on that. It's like
Oh,
nothing but everything but nothing all at once.
it's just there's nothing. It's 0.00 fun or content or whatever, and I kind of don't feel bad like because I was thinking before like God, imagine if we had to like cover this show like every week like we used to when it aired. And like I
Yeah,
could sum up 5 episodes in about 5 minutes. I mean,
I
it's
know. I know.
pretty wicked.
Hi, Wicked.
Um,
Yeah, you know what? Appellation, is that how you say it? It did. I have to be honest. Watching it, it did. And you feel it, not as much as I thought I would feel it if I'm being 100% honest, but that's one aspect. I'll go with that a little bit.
I am
Cody gives me
I,
the creeps, like way more now than ever. Totally gives me the creeps. And Robin, she's right there with him. I get this such a cringe factor. I can't even explain it.
but that's nothing new. You know what I mean? Like when is
No,
Robin
okay,
and Cody
yes.
not been
Here's the thing.
creepy?
So, okay, I'm going to be really honest. I tried to like him years ago, couldn't do it. Got the creep ick a little bit the last couple of years, but this season, everything he says bothers me. Everything he does bothers me. I don't know what it is. I just even when I look at Robin through the screen, I'm like, what is wrong with her? Like, what's wrong with these people? They're just everything. I don't want to fast forward. I don't want to go too far in, but when he's talking to the
Fast forward, we're still
boyfriend,
talking about stuff that happened 2 years ago that we
I know
all
you're right.
know.
You're right. You're right. You're right. When he was questioning Aurora's boyfriend at the around the Christmas tree, I wanted to puke. I'm like, are you actually going to give this kid advice about relationships? Are we going to go there right now?
I will say this about Cody, which I don't know if it was in the last episode that was there because I watched 4 episodes in a row because that's how far behind I was. Because I'm like, let me just get up to date, so I can't do a recap without missing an episode because then I'll look stupid if I misspeak. Like I made the post on because I forgot that like what I was watching was already filmed
Yeah.
like aired 3 weeks ago. So when they were doing the Charlie Brown Christmas tree, and I'm like, oh my god, like are they really cutting down a pine tree, not even an evergreen tree?
I know.
Uh, and then and I'm like, are they real? Like that's how hard up for money they fucking are that they had to go like the fucking Griswolds,
Until you see him
Clark
move into a
Griswold, and had to
mansion.
cut a tree down. Like that's how
Until
bad it
you
is.
see him move into a mansion. And I'm like, that whole move, him going into that big house, I just get you have all of these kids that you don't talk to and you don't help at all. And you're just going to go live in a mansion now with your one wife and three of your 87 children. I don't get it.
Sorry, I'm like for me, it was like let's cut this tree down. Like they made it seem like and I was like, okay, that's new, but I was all for it. Like when they were like cutting the tree down, I'm like, it's a family thing, and I guess that could be fun. And then they picked this tree that has like three fucking branches on it, and I'm like,
I
okay,
know.
and then they put it outside, and I'm like, none of that made sense. Who cuts down a Christmas tree to put it outside their fucking house? Like there's no shrub you can put a fucking light
It was
on?
so weird. Oh, I do have to say one
Like
thing to all
you
my
you couldn't
friends.
like it just was it was stupid. It was very, very stupid to me. I'm sorry.
Oh, I do have to say one thing though to all my friends in the chat. This is pretty interesting. I'm not going to remember her name. This is so bad right now. His oldest daughter with Christine. Can any of you
That
tell me
would
her name?
be Isabel. Is it
No, the one
Isabel?
that's married. Gwendolyn? No, is it?
No, Gwendolyn's not the oldest. Is it Isabel?
No, I didn't think it was. I mean, she just had a baby, her first baby. She got
Oh,
married first.
McKelty? Aspen.
Aspen.
Okay, Aspen's the oldest one. You guys are right.
So
Thank you. Sorry.
thank you. Thank you guys. So I met her 2 months ago and she was so sweet. So I had to go to Salt Lake City. I was there for 2 days. And there's a beautiful outdoor mall. And she was the manager in the store that I went into. My son wanted to buy something for his girlfriend and we went into the store and she helped us out and she was very I did not say anything about the show because I'm sure she gets that all day long. But she was just the sweetest person, really. She gave us a little extra gift. She mentioned my New York accent within 3 minutes of meeting me. But what a nice girl. She was very, very pregnant also. So that was back in the summer. So she definitely had to have her baby by now.
And now Aspen also like all right. I know that we're supposed to let me just recap everything quickly up until this episode, and it'll be very
Yeah,
quick because I have no
definitely.
patience. So what do
Definitely.
we think about a lot in my past recaps about the show? Because I kind of had like a soft spot for Mary, like I kind of do Jen. And that I kind of just always felt bad for Mary, and she got the raw deal, and I always felt that way about
Yeah.
Mary,
Yeah.
she was the first wife. She could only have like the one kid, and you know, with everything with the cheating and the catfishing, and I just always felt like I've always felt bad for Mary. And then if you realize in like the last few seasons, like Mary was barely getting any airtime. Like you would
Yeah.
see Mary for like 15 minutes of airtime for like 20 episodes. But like now it's like whoa. Like I don't need all this Mary. I don't need to see Mary. Like, what do you think about the speed dating?
Yeah. I have to be honest. It's so funny you mentioned that because I totally agree with you. I'm thinking to myself, Janelle has loss and grief. They're not showing too much of that. It's not going to get ratings. So I'm thinking, Christine's married and happy, not much craziness going on there. So is Mary
Is
like the
Christine
ride?
happy?
I mean, she looks it. She has this book. It had really good success. I mean, I don't know. If she is or she isn't, she definitely looks it. But I will say the most exciting thing they got going for them is Mary's speed dating. That like
I
caught
would
me.
say before you go on, let me just give you a good metaphor or an analogy. I would say I'm sorry. I would say Christine is as happy with her new marriage as Teresa is with Louis. Uh-oh. Sorry.
Oh, you went there?
Oh, I sure did.
You went there, Yates?
Because like I think that Christine has too much pride. I don't think she's
Interesting.
happy with David. I'm sorry. I think
Very
she's bored, and
interesting.
I think that Christine wanted to make I'm the first one that left. I'm getting remarried. I don't need and all good for Christine. And like this is just how I feel from watching, and I'm an empath, so I could like pick up on things. I don't think she's happy with him. I don't, and I think that she has too much pride, much like Teresa with Louis, to be like,
Ooh,
okay, maybe I jumped the gun.
Lacey Smith Shelton tends to agree with you. Lacey thinks
I,
you're right.
I am not buying this whole Christine, and it only reminds me of Teresa and Louis. And there's no way on earth Teresa would ever say like on on
Oh, she
Housewives,
can't go
oh
back.
I fucked up, I made a
No
mistake.
way. It's not an option. No way. Can't do it.
And Christine is this, and not that Christine's the same person as Teresa, but it's like the same logic in your head. I just don't think I don't think she's happy with him. I don't. I
I don't
think
know. I
she's
gotta tell
bored.
you, I like him. I do like him. I like him a lot. He seems really good to her kids, and they seem to like him. But it doesn't hide the fact that the most exciting thing going on with 87 children is Mary's speed dating. That's a problem. Like, where is
You
the
ain't
future of
kidding.
this show going? I don't know. Like, how can they continue these seasons? I don't see where this could possibly go. And I got to tell you something
I'm not
else,
trying to tell
John.
David and like he is a good guy. I well, I don't know him to say he's a good guy. He could be a
Yeah,
fucking
I
murderer. I don't
know.
know.
True
But
story.
like what's shown, like I just think that Christine was in a rush to prove herself that I can leave Cody, I can find someone new, I can get remarried, I can get a new house, and like be on
Yeah.
my own. And like I just feel like she, like that David's like kind of like a placeholder, like the rebound.
John, I can't believe how many people agree with you, Reckless Grace. And Reckless, I have to say something. I can't handle watching the Mary thing either. Like, it's so icky. And I got to tell you something else. I don't know if you guys are going to agree with me, but I don't like her friend Jen. Like, I feel
Oh
like
my god!
Jen
Like,
is
can they just scissor already and get it over
She's
fucking with?
too much. Like she's too much. Yes, we know that you dedicated your whole life to Mary. We get it. Although I did hear that her husband has cancer right now and he's not doing well. But just like leaving Vegas, following Mary, she's like just does whatever Mary says. Like it's just weird. I know there's best friends and I know people get close, but I don't know. It gives me like
It
an ick
reminds me
factor.
to cross over because I keep going. Like, you know what Jen reminds me of? when Danielle Jabali was on The Single Life, the first season, and Danielle Jabali had like all these new friends, Lexi or whoever else that lived in Maryland that were like, half her age, and they're like, "Oh, we love you, Danielle. We're your best friend," but they just wanted to be on TV, type of thing.
Yeah, but it's worse than that, John. I mean, now she's got a bike shop, so that's I don't know who she's selling
Oh, the
bikes to
bike
in
shop, that's
Caroline.
the hottest spot in fucking town, but
I'm
they were
thinking to
there doing
myself,
they were there on apps, and not one person walked in. Like,
literally,
what is
I'm
this, different
thinking you could
strokes?
have
Who the fuck has
hired
a
somebody.
bike shop anymore? Like,
You could have hired somebody to walk in the door while you were filming.
oh, the bike shop's the hottest spot in Pier One. Oh,
You know,
shut up. And you like, what?
too funny. Becky, I'm sorry, Barbara, I get it.
Sorry, my
Becky,
TV like unpaused itself, and like
that's
I didn't
okay.
want to get struck.
No, Becky, listen. She does make a couple funnies. I'm gonna give her that. She does make a couple funnies. But if I'm being honest, she's too much. Like it's yes, yes, very
But you
childish.
said Jen's. I have to agree with Marilyn here. Like, Jen is not funny at all.
Once
Like,
in a
every
while,
like the even like the eggplant painting part. Like,
yeah,
and then like, don't be like, Mary's like, well, I know what the eggplant emoji is. I think like, but like, Mary, you've been hitting up people on social media for like a decade now, since you got catfished by the
yeah,
lesbian in
she's
Oklahoma.
she's she's not at all inexperienced. But Polly, honestly, I'm not hating on her. I do like Mary, and John has a soft spot always for
I
Mary.
do.
Always.
Hey, Dave. Dave, I have to send you a picture of the owl. It's in pieces. No, Brooke, like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to torture people.
I
Like, I
know.
felt tortured watching these 4 episodes today. Like, I kept, I had to, like, pause it and like walk away and like do some light crocheting here and there. I did some needlepoint when I was watching. Like, cause I can't. It's not, the show doesn't grab me like it used to.
True.
Like,
True.
no, I like when the wives are falling apart and Christine left, and like, man, that was good fucking TV. And I couldn't wait. And watching these 4 episodes, I'm like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Well, I'm going to say this in response to Brooke right now. She said it's got to be better than watching YouTube. I don't watch a lot of YouTube, but I will tell you this, Brooke. Lately, I have been getting into the other show, Search Seeking Sister Wife. This season, we're not talking about that right now, but that's been grabbing me more than this show has been grabbing me.
And again, MW, 2 years ago, we're still behind. 2 years, not four, 2 years ago. We're So again, all this stuff, like, Coyote Pass has already been sold, but I'm trying to watch it with the grain of salt. Like, okay, John, suspend your beliefs and forget what you know and just talk about what's being aired. And I'm having the same problem I had with 90 Day, because I knew too much. I knew too much information, and watching the show ruined it for me. And that's,
Right.
and I'm not even plugged in with Sister Wife. More, I'm not plugged into a lot of shit anymore. But like, still, like I watched this for 4 hours today, and the speed dating was cute, but like, why is this show? Why are we still hearing? They all hate each other, right? So why are they all grouped together? So like, shouldn't, like, at this point, Christine have her own boring spinoff with David, and then you could see Janelle in North Carolina with that boring spinoff there. And if you want to watch
Yeah.
another boring spinoff, you could watch Cody and Robin, in their new house. And oh my God, when they got the new house, let me just say this, Cody was saying, "Oh my God, our kitchen was so small." I'm like, "Look at this new kitchen. What the, huh?"
Okay. Okay. So that was my point a little earlier. You have, again, it's not a parent's responsibility to help out all their children. However, he's got some kids that can use some help, whether it be financially, emotionally, whatever that may be. But nope, he's all in to buy a mansion for he's got 87 kids, but he's focusing on the three and his humongous kitchen and having all the space with his Weiner right wife Robin, that's his only priority. Like actually sometimes when I'm watching it I feel bad because it's like we have to forget that he has all these other kids he doesn't even speak to.
Because they
You
all
know,
hate him.
you buried your son, and it's so, so sad. You would think that his focus now wouldn't be on the move. You would think it would be on reconnecting with his children.
But that's how Cody feels like, because his children didn't give him the attention or credit or whatever, like Garrison or Gabe or Peyton or Maddie, Cody feels since they, don't like him, that it's his job as a father to drop him. And I've like I've been in that position, and it's awful. And Cody's
Yeah,
never going to change. I will give Cody 1 point today because I felt like I Cody was saying like that he fell out of love with these people long ago, but he kept trying to make it work or he faked it. And I'm like, wow, I was actually hearing like a little bit of honesty from
right,
Cody.
right.
Um, but he's the dad, and he wanted a father. How
He
many kids? Six.
absolutely is.
Mary had one, six with Janelle, six with Christine. So that's 13. A baker's dozen. Then you have what, the three that he have. Did he have two kids or three kids with Robin? Two or three?
Oh, too. Thank you,
So those two.
Barbara.
I don't count Robin's other kids because
So here's
um,
the thing, like as a mom, I don't have little kids anymore, and you miss it. Those years go by really quickly. And he's got all these little grandkids he doesn't even know. So watching him do that Christmas tree and question Aurora's boyfriend, that's all I do in my mind is think to myself if I could scream through the TV, like you have a family. This is not it. You made a big family. This was your job. You decided to make this huge family. You have these beautiful grandchildren you don't even know. I don't know. That's my disconnect watching the show.
and like another thing with Cody was that like he said like, well, once my kids turned 18, like, that's what he used like as an example. But well, they're 18, they're adults now, like, they're not longer on my teat. But then like, Robin's, these daughters, the older ones that Robin has, they're still living in the house with Robin. They're over 18, but they're getting like, this
That's
big
right.
brand a house double the fucking size that they had
And
before.
and I'll tell you something, and I'm sure some of the moms in here will agree. The job starts at 18. Like, yes, parenting starts the day you pee on that stick, but as a mom with older children, it doesn't get easier. It gets harder. And you have to be more involved as they get older. And they need you even more as they get older. So it's just sad to me. Halloween just passed. And I'm watching all these little kids trick or treat. And I don't have that no more. My kids are older now. And I'm thinking, like, I don't know how anybody can not want to be a part of their, children or grandchildren's lives. You can't just focus on the three under your roof. You have 18 kids and so many grandchildren.
Let me just graphic down. Hold on. Sorry. You know, it's a. The
But I
only thing
have
I
to
can give
say,
Cody credit for now is that, like, at least he's saying, like, yeah, I love Robin the most.
oh,
I,
he's
I
all
can't
in.
believe
He's
that I
he's
heard him say that. I was like,
obsessed with
wow.
her. Did you see the picture on the wall of the two of them? The $10,000 drawing
O-
that he has on the wall.
on the horse. Oh no, with the car.
I
That
mean,
one.
could you die? Could you die? I'm dead.
Even Cody said, like,
I'm
when they
dead.
moved in, he goes, well, where the fuck are they gonna fit all this purple? You
Oh,
know.
I'm
Um,
dead. When I saw that picture, I'm like, yep, I'm dead. Somebody revive me. Cringe, positive, cringe, just cringe.
Oh, all right. So let's see. let me see. Okay, and then like they're moving. Everyone wants to move to North Carolina, so they're all there. Janelle's there. Most of Janelle's kids are there. Christine's kids are moving there. Um, and then Christine is upset that like all her kids are leaving her. And then she says like they're all going to like Janelle, and like, am I the bad mother? Like, which I'm like, I don't know. Are you? Like, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they definitely want to be around Janelle. I mean, for whatever reason, they definitely want to be around Janelle. You could see the love and the affection they have for her, and whatever they get from her, they might be lacking with their mom. I don't know, but they definitely want to be around her. That's for sure.
And also, like, if you remember, like, going back, like, to the first seasons, like, Janelle was, like, never around. She was the worker. Janelle worked in the
She was the
office, like,
worker
12
bee.
hours a day, and it's funny for me to see now, not fun, I don't know, but, to see, like, them all, like, going to Janelle, like, all the Christine's kids, and obviously Janelle's. But they're all heading out to North Carolina, and Christine's like, "Why are all my kids leaving me?" And like even
Yeah.
Peyton just went to North Carolina. The
And
painting was so ridiculous. Look, can someone text me? All right, let me see if I can find the pic. It was the one with the car in the background, and I paid attention, and like all that hideous artwork. Remember when we did live last year, like when we went
yes,
to Cody's
yes,
house and like
yes,
we showed
yes,
every room when it's on the
yes.
market to see all the gaudiness. I mean, gaudy, just gaudy. I don't even.
You're
And
right, Marilyn. Janelle is so chill. And honestly, if I had to pick one, she'd be my choice also. I'm just being
I'd
honest.
probably also
She
pick Janelle.
Yeah. There's just something about her that's, again, doesn't matter how old your kids are, they need that from you, and she gives it to them. And listen, she buried a child. Can't imagine, what that's like. And I think you're right. They want to rally around her, and I think they just like being around her. And she's honest. She's like, I don't want a man. I don't need a man. I'll figure it out. I'm happy with my kids and my grandkids.
It did look like goodwill artwork. That's why I'm laughing.
That's
Like,
funny.
Coco, you've been on fire lately with your comments in my chats. Like, holy shit! Like you're making me like laugh. Like, what was the thing you said the other night that had me dying? I laughed like 10 straight minutes about it. I forgot what you said, but it was like the best thing I ever read on a comment. Um, let me. Oh yeah. Okay, I got the picture. Hold on. Let me edit. Oh man.
Thank you, Becky.
This is just like, and this costs $10,000. But then Janelle and family are chopping down a pine tree, not even a goddamn Christmas tree, a pine tree. Like, okay, hold
Unreal.
on. Oh my god,
What's it?
I
Okay.
could have painted this myself for like $15.
A
But
cinder
okay.
mine.
And
Hmm.
I don't have one smidgen of artistic credit. Hold on, I'm gonna add it to the overlay because this is just too fucking good. I
Wait.
gotta mute myself. So Brooklyn, take over.
Okay, so I'm gonna sound so naive and silly, but I don't know what a cinder mine is, Becky. Can you tell me? I'm sorry. But yeah, I would definitely wanna be around Janelle too. I just genuinely love Janelle. And the upcoming was it the upcoming when they were showing clips for the next show when the three of them were on the phone, Mary, Janelle, and Cody were on a video chat. That that already made me feel uncomfortable. The two of them don't want to say one word to him. Not one word. They cannot stand even looking at him. They're like, "Give me my money. Where's my money? You're in your big house now. Pay me." A
Okay,
dog
thank you.
food
Thank
plant.
you, Paula. Do you see it? Do you see it?
Oh my. I can't.
Can, like, this costs $10,000.
I just
And boy, how statuesque Robin looks on that
I was
image.
gonna say she doesn't really look like that, but okay.
Okay.
Wow.
And like, we can play like, what if Robin never came? That's like what I like to think in my head.
He'd
What
still
if
be
Robin
doing
never came
exactly what he
around?
was doing. He'd still be doing exactly. I really believe he'd be married to the three of them and playing the same shtick.
Could you imagine spending 10,000 fucking dollars to get
No,
this painted?
not at all.
And then you see Janelle and Maddie and all them cutting down some fucking pine tree in the middle of nowhere to like, decorate. Like, how does that work?
That was what I was trying to say earlier. Like, how could you go? buy a mansion, spend that kind of money to house only three adult children and two, or I'm sorry, two adult children and two smaller children. So you're only six people in a house built for 30 people when you have other kids that are yours that can't afford a Christmas tree. I just don't get it.
Cody's a painter. He could have done that for Cody Brown. My Cody, Cody, not Kody. My Cody is a painter and could have done that for like you could do that with paint by number. Remember paint by number back in the day?
Oh, yes. Oh, Becky, thank you for telling me the definition. I would not want to live right next to that. That's for sure. Not for that price, anyway.
But like, could you and like he was proud of it and bragging that like, oh my god, we spent this masterpiece like fucking Van Gogh painted it, huh?
Knowing he still owes the other two. Oh, thank you, Pina. You guys are so sweet to me. Thank you so much.
Especially after you had to fire me for like not brushing hair out of your salon. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm so happy you're here. Like, I'm happy that we were able to mend fences after the whole unfortunate hair sweeping thing that happened between us.
Oh, that's so funny. I can't even. I can't even. I can't. Thank you, Pineapple.
Thank you, Nisi. But yeah, okay, so like, and they're bragging about that. Imagine bragging about that. I can't. I can't. I'm sorry.
No, I
It's
just
just
find it to be so tacky because, again, it's just not right to your other children. This morning, I saw his daughter went live with her husband, Tony. What's a McKelty,
you mean
right?
Taco Tony?
Taco Tony, who got so skinny. Have you seen him? He's so skinny now.
Taco Tony, they're all on Ozempic. Come on.
Yes,
They,
well, he
they,
got,
they pass around Ozempic. Brooklyn, you're
he
a.
looks good. He looks good. He looks really good.
I
I
want to
mean,
ask you a serious question, which isn't serious. It's kind of laughy, and like I just know how my Italian family works. I gotta take this off so you can see it. You can see my face when I say it. Hold on.
okay,
Um, in my Italian family, during like events, christening, Christmas Eve, Thanksgiving, whenever we're all a backyard barbecue, because there's always something going on with an Italian family. Like
true.
every
That is true.
weekend, there's 15 fucking things you have to go to. Um, and what my grandmother and my aunts used to do was like medication trading. Did your family do that?
Oh, that's so funny. Or I'll tell you what they do. They'll tell you what works for everything. Like my grandma would think that brioche can heal anything you have. So if you have a toothache or a stomach ache, or if you have eczema, she'll just give you like a cup of water with two brioche in them, and then if you just take that, it'll heal you from no matter whatever you have.
Like my grandmother and my aunts would all like empty their bags with the pills. And I'd be like, okay, who needs Vicodin? Who needs this? Who needs that? And like
That
it
is
was
so
like
funny. Yep.
like that's what happened. Like
Yep.
while the guys are playing, Christmas Eve, and I'm gonna assume it's gonna happen in your family too, Brooklyn. Do your uncles all play poker?
They used to. And it would be like, oh, I have an antibiotic. It's only 6 months. It's still good. Oh, it's this is from 2 years ago. You know, like if one of the kids are coughing, give her this. It's only 6 months old. Don't worry. It's good. It's good. I have it in the drawer.
When I was sick, when I needed an antibiotic, I called my grandma. I'm like, I'm really feeling good. She goes, what kind of antibiotic do you need? I have amoxicillin. I have
They'll start
penicillin.
reading off the names. And then, like, the expiration, it'll be like 2025, and the expiration says 2014. That's okay. It's stronger now. It's
Yeah.
stronger. That's okay. It's going to work better. That's okay.
This is so fucking true. Like,
Oh,
like,
Liana, it's even better in their eyes if it's expired. Are you kidding? That just means
no,
it's
if it's expired, it's
stronger.
only more potent.
There you go. That's all right if it knocks you out.
Yeah, it's true. Like, I
Yes.
can't, like, that's what we do. Like, I don't know if it's just
So
Italians or
funny.
like other people, but like, the guys would be playing poker. They would be playing, like, 5 card stud in like the back, like smoking cigars and like drinking their wine with the peach in it. And then the women would be emptying out their bags, like trading pills.
So
Like,
funny.
that's what happened every holiday. Like,
Uh,
and because certain pharmacists wouldn't give this to somebody, and like, I got this for you. What do you got for me?
Thank you, Wicked. Oh, pineapple. I didn't know that. I love that you just taught me that. I didn't know that Hispanics use the Vicks for everything. I love Vicks. I do that too. That's
I don't even know how
funny.
we got on this tangent about the
We
pill
always
trading.
do. Listen, if you watch, I know it's been like a year since I've been on here, but you know I go on tangents, so just deal with me.
No, I know. I'm not mad. I'm having fun with this conversation.
I
I
even
just
see
don't think
some
I don't.
new names in here. Michelle Singh said, I think that means I like you, John in Brooklyn. And if it does, thank you very much, Michelle.
But yeah, like so they have to go get like a Christmas tree to put outside, which I've never heard of. Okay, because I'm like, what in the hell is a Charlie Brown Christmas tree doing on, like, and I forgot that I was watching an episode that aired 3 weeks ago. So I'm like, I have to take a screenshot of this. I'm like, what in the Charlie Brown is going on here? And then like 15 minutes later in that same episode, they're like, is it a Charlie Brown Christmas tree? I'm like, well, fuck. It. Mm.
And I don't know about, well, you probably don't, but I don't know, asking you guys in the chat. Every time I watch the show, I always think, like, I try to gauge where we are on when John had the interview. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, is this 3 months before the interview? Is this a week after the interview? I always try and figure out what's going on according to like when you had the interview.
I think now, finally, the stuff that's being aired now is after paid an interview. I think.
Okay, that's what I figured. Give me 1 second.
Let me look at some other, like, key bullet points. Okay, Christine can't trust Robin. Well, whatever. Hold on. So you see, like, McKelty and Tony going through the tornado, like, which, Tony and I were doing Uber deliveries through a tornado once. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
mhm,
oh.
I'm back.
Everyone's in North Carolina. Let's see. Then Mary, like, it's too much Mary with you know Jen is boring. I can't stand her. I think she's a good person. Whatever. I don't know. But like, it's every time you see Mary in a scene, it's like very campy. Like, oh, uh, now I'm trying to draw eggplants because I'm hip.
Yeah, it's
It's.
like trying too hard. It's trying too hard.
Let's see.
Yeah, so it's 2 years ago, but we're watching right now. Right now, the Christmas tree with the boyfriend was 10 months ago, right? The decorating
More
the
than that.
Christmas tree. Okay, so I was trying to gauge, was it December of
Because
'04 or
when
of
was
oh?
Coyote Pass sold? Hold on, let me
No,
see.
but here's the thing. You have to go by when their son passed away. So that's why I think some of it was 10 months ago. You know
Her
what I'm
son
saying?
passed away right after I came back from doing the Michael and Angela stuff when Michael left Angela.
Right,
And
right.
that was 2023?
No, it was 2024.
No.
Are you
Oh,
sure?
maybe it was.
Yeah, it was. I'm almost positive. So this that decoration of the Christmas tree was 10 months ago. This Christmas that will be a year. So we're watching 10 months right now. Coyote Pass
When
sold this June of '05. And the boy, okay, so thank you, Lacey. So then I would be right. The boyfriend posted they've been together for a year. So that makes sense. So they started dating a couple of months before Christmas, which now would be a year. So we're watching 10 months ago right now when we watch the show.
I remember, like, when Garrison passed, like, I think I was like the first person to go live on it, and like I couldn't even get
Oh,
through the live
that
because
was
that was so
awful. I
just
remember that. Awful. Literally
awful.
awful.
And
Yeah, so technically speaking, it's still a long time ago, but technically speaking, this season is the closest in real time that we've watched in the last 3 years.
And we're bored to death.
Correct. Oh, Reckless, Grace. It was so cringe. That moment was when I felt the most cringe. And when Cody said, which I think Wicked brought it up earlier, when you kiss a woman, you're kissing someone else's wife. I'm sorry, but do women just walk around like their whole entire existence as someone else? So you're single and you're dating, but you're still listed as someone's wife? What about just being a woman? I'm my own person. I'm not just someone's wife. So if someone kisses their girlfriend, it's I don't know, that bothered me. That really bothered me. Like we're not just defined by whose wife we will be one day. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you guys agree? Am I making sense right now?
You are.
That really pissed me off. As a woman, that pissed me off. Don't define a woman by who her husband will be one day.
Oh, I love Sarah. We're big fans of Sarah Fraser here. She's been on my show. I've been on hers. I've been on her podcast. I love Sarah Fraser. Um,
Yeah, that was weird to me. That was super weird. Thank you, Sassy. Thank you, guys. I didn't like that at all. That really showed who he is now. And you know what I don't like? He doesn't just love Robin, he's borderline obsessed with her. And it's
no,
weird. And you know what I think, John? We're just getting to see as an audience what his other three wives have been feeling for the last decade because he used to hide that. He would hide how he really felt for Robin, but they would see it. So for years and years, they were made to feel like
he tried
shit.
to hide it, but us. I mean, I've been covering this show since it started, and like we all knew, like it was. I mean, I can't say like how many times have I said myself, like oh, Robin wanted her all
Oh,
to himself,
listen,
and like
absolutely. He didn't do a good job of hiding it. Don't get me wrong. We all knew. But imagine what Janelle or Christine or Mary is a different situation because they weren't together, but even still, okay?
and for that,
Imagine what those wives felt all those years knowing that he loved her in a way that he never loved them ever, ever. He is borderline obsessed with Robin, and she don't look like she's that into him half the time.
oh, and like God, please don't make me defend Cody, but like I
Oh,
don't know,
please don't.
borderline
Please don't.
obsessed. No, I don't know if it's like obsessed or like if Robin was the first one he actually fell in love with. You know what
But
I mean? Like
I don't I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
but he came from a polygamous family. Like he talked about, like how his dad and then Janelle's mom that married his father because he was 53 and so handsome and a man. Like mm,
I get what you're saying. Like it's the first time he's felt real love or he was in love, but it's it's beyond that. I don't know. I don't know.
I think honestly in my heart that Cody was forced into marrying Mary. And I'm not trying to, I love Mary. Oh, I don't love her. I like Mary. But I think he, because of his family's background, he was forced to marry Mary. Then he married Janelle 2 weeks
Because
later, and
she
then he
was
married Christine
polygamy
right after it.
royalty.
But all his marriages, like those three marriages in the beginning, like were marriages that were maybe forced on him, or he had, because of family ties, and Mary came from a big polygamous family, and Christine came from one of the biggest polygamy
Right.
families. So
Right.
when he married
Right.
Christine, that put Cody in the polygamy royalty, right? So and then Robin was a Jessup,
Right.
and the Jessups are one of the biggest polygamy sects there in Utah. So I kind of think that Cody was kind of forced into shit, and I can't stand Cody. So don't make it like I'm not defending him, but I think when he finally found Robin, someone that he actually loved and wanted to be with, he didn't want to be with Mary, Janelle, or
Definitely
Christine,
not. Definitely not.
but he wanted to be with Robin, and Robin came along and took over. And Robin's gotten a lot of shit, and I've given her a lot of shit myself. And I'm not saying that Robin's guilty of, not guilty of anything, but it would be very easy for Robin to manipulate Cody and then for Cody to feel a certain way about things. And to me, like watching this now with fresh eyes, I kind of think that like Robin was Cody's really first true love. I'm sorry, I don't know,
So I
but
agree.
I
I
do believe
agree.
Christine.
I agree with what you're saying. I do think that he felt true love for the first time and he was in love for the first time. But I also agree with you, Reckless Grace, because I think that he thought he was making this like empire, marrying these women, having all these children, having this whole polygamous empire. And really, he didn't love anyone. And he really, having all those kids, kid after kid after kid, wife after wife. I don't know. I don't think that was an empire. He set himself up to fall.
I do think that he loved Christine. I think of all the people that left him, like Christine hit him the hardest. Like
I
when he
think
said on
I
on
don't
the
agree
show,
with
I
you.
still drive by Christine's house every day. I'm like, really?
No,
Like
I don't agree with you. I think I have to tell you my opinion. I think the only other person he loved, but not the same way he loves Robin, but the only other person he loved was Janelle. Because
Janelle was
when
the moneymaker,
I
though.
know that,
Janelle
I
like did
do
the
know that.
books. She was the accountant.
I know
Like
that.
Janelle was like the backbone, like financially, like
But
with everything that was going on.
he didn't respect Christine or Mary the way he respected Janelle. And when Janelle's marriage with him was failing, he kept wanting to make it work. When Christine's was over, it was over. Mary's, he didn't want to look back on twice. But when it was Janelle, he kept pushing. Well, why can't we make it work? I just think that he loved Janelle because him and Janelle had a very easy relationship. She didn't need much from him. She didn't need his money. She didn't want too much of his time. She was very
Absolutely.
happy. She was very happy with the comings and goings. She's independent and she does her own thing. So she liked to have him there for a couple days and gone for a month. And it was easy for him too. They had a mutual
Yep.
respect.
Absolutely. I agree with
Yeah.
everything you just said.
Yeah.
And like, I think that, if I were to separate things, I would say that Janelle was kind of like in a monogamous relationship with Cody, even
Yeah.
when he had three more sister wives.
You're
If that
100%
makes
right.
sense.
No, I am with you. You're 100% right. And the way she kept herself was just like that. She kept her world in her world and did just enough with everybody else.
Like
I
going back
agree.
10 years, like 2011 is when this show started, or 2010. It's before me and Cody got married. Like so, this is a long time ago. But like of all the people who I would ever peg to leave first, it would never have been Christine.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Right. I
um,
agree. I agree.
and but like it's they're still trying to piece this show together like in different parts. It's all you
They're
can't
figuring
have
it
a show
out.
like this anymore. You can't. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
When Christine and David are doing whatever,
Thank
and you
you,
have Janelle
Barbara.
in North Carolina, and you have Mary with Jen scissoring in bread and breakfast in Pier One. Like
Wait,
it
wait, wait,
doesn't
wait. Let me
it
stop you.
doesn't work like it used to.
It doesn't, and I have to say, I have to talk about the bike shop for a minute because I actually did laugh out loud at that point because here I am sitting there going, I'm like, wait, a bike shop in Pirowan, does she have customers? I'm thinking to myself, like, of all the businesses you could have opened there, like the houses are in the middle of nowhere, and I mean, I actually Googled like the area to see because I know it's like out there, I'm like a bike shop. This is really interesting.
And the sad part is that, like, even if you wanted to go to Mary's Bed and Breakfast, you can't even like get like, if you want to stay there, they put you in a trailer out back.
Oh,
Like,
really?
oh yeah, like Mary was like doing like events and bookings and stuff like that. Like, come to the bed and breakfast, have and then they had like like when you're in school and like there's no more room anymore, so you have to go to a fucking trailer.
Yes, yes.
Like that's like what Mary was putting people in at the
Okay.
house.
Oh, Cece, you could be very right. You could be so right with that comment. I don't know. But if there is, that makes sense if there's national parks there. But I'm thinking to buy a bike, I mean, wouldn't they just rent them? I don't know.
Lacey says, rewatching from the beginning makes me see that Christine was going to be the first to leave. She had one foot out the door since Robin.
Well,
And
that is
you're
true.
right. You're right,
You're right,
Lacey.
Lacey. You are
You're
right,
right.
Lacey.
Because Cody did say that once Robin came in, Christine it was had the biggest problem with it. You know why? Because Christine was the newest wife.
And she
Christine
was
was
in
like now the
love.
middle child.
And let's just say, I mean, we've all been there, those of us who have been pregnant and all that. Christine was very pregnant, right? I mean, she had baby. You know what those pregnancies do to you. I mean, they take everything out of you. Your hormones are all over. Your body is a mess. As beautiful as it is, as blessed as you are to be able to have these babies, she had six. She had one after the next after the next. She's already insecure. She's already the third wife, which is the lowest on the totem pole. Here she is, 9 months pregnant, and he's marrying this like younger little thing, that comes in. And I feel that Christine knew from the day Cody brought Robin home. Christine saw something in Cody's eyes when he looked at Robin that was not in his eyes when he looked at her.
Yeah.
And when you are that pregnant and that insecure and popping out all these babies and your hormones are raging and you see your husband deeply and madly in love with another woman, that has got to be the worst heartache. The worst
I'm
heartache.
clapping because you're right.
So, and when with Lacey, you're right. That that makes so much sense to me,
And imagine like being pregnant, like Christine, when she popped out truly, and to see like Cody totally enamored with Robin, and like
right?
meanwhile I'm still like in utero with your
Yes.
child.
Yes, John. And again, watching that scene when Cody goes and sees Robin in her wedding dress, his face lights up. He goes shopping with her. That's when Christine started to have her break from him, seeing something in him that she knew she's never seen before. That's rough.
I don't know. Like, listen, I never thought Christine would be the first one to go, but like I get it. But like
So
I
reckless.
get it.
Reckless. So Jen's husband and her owned an exterminating company in
Yeah.
Vegas, and they used her services, and that's how she became friends with Mary. It is kind of crazy that once Mary went to Parowan, she like left her whole life and followed. You know what I mean?
So I mean, like that's why polygamy never works, right? Like they talk about the other family, the Duggar, not the Duggars,
It's
but
got to be rare, John. It's got to be, I mean, it's got to be rare. Listen, I'm sure that there's people we don't know about and they make it work and blah, blah, blah. But let's be honest, that's got to be like a rarity that it works and it works well,
I think kind of like my thoughts on that. Like I put myself in that position. I'm like, could I be like part of like, could I have could I be married to somebody who also has other intimate people? For people who don't like want to have sex that much, maybe that's a good outlet. If you don't want to be intimate, because not
Um,
everybody's built to
you're
like
right. You're
want to have
right. I
sex
know what
all
you're
the time.
saying. I know what you're saying. Like, actually, what you just said, not to go to the other show, I don't want to do that, but Seeking Sister Wife, okay? The three women, the three white women, oh, what's the girl's name? The new girl, Terry.
You talking about
Terry is the name.
Garrick?
No, not Garrick. The other man.
Garrick.
Not Garrick. The other, I think he's the other African American man, and he's got
I have not
three.
watched that show since Flower Power and Patchouli were on it. Like I have,
Well, well, I have to tell you, I'm very in this season. I'm going to be super honest with you. I just like it. It's just funny and all other aspects. But the new one that
but
came
doesn't
into
it
his life.
bother you to see people like like to see like,
Well,
oh,
let me
Garrick,
just,
like
this is
like
why I want to
he's
tell
like
you. This is what
the
I want to tell
second
you.
coming, like
Hold on. Well,
that
with the
bothers
exception of
me.
Garrick, because he makes my skin crawl, and I believe he's going to be a dad with the new one. The new one is pregnant, I heard. But okay, here's where I'm going. Nick, thank you, Lacey. Nick, here's where I'm going with this. Okay, so Nick, they have a new woman this season, and I watched her on an interview that she did 2 months ago, and I like her. I do. She said that she was a prostitute for many years. She knows the family for many years, and she said that that TLC won't allow her to say it, but that the wives sleep together also in their family. Okay, so there's an you could find the interview. I think
So
her
it's
name
like a
is.
big orgy and not so much like trying to find wives.
Well, they seem very happy. They just had another baby. The one girl just had her
Is
second
that
child with him.
the couple that like all
They
sleep in
have
the
the
same
big
bed
bed.
together?
They have the big bed.
Yeah, no.
Okay. No, no.
No, no, yeah,
Listen.
I'm saying
Yeah,
no, like you're right, yeah. Like
yeah.
that they all sleep in the same bed, like
So
like it's like,
she's yes. So in this interview, the man asked her, "Why does this work for you?" And um, she said that not she's okay to have sex once a month. She's very happy with that, and she wanted a relationship where he can go to another wife and get that tomorrow or the next day, but still fulfill her needs. And I'm thinking, okay, so you just gave us another spin on polygamy and why it works for you. Would not work for me at all. But to piggyback off what you were just saying, John, she literally just said that in this interview. She said, like, we're all different, right? So I don't need, sex all the time. I'm good with once or twice a month, but he's got another wife that he can go to, and him and I could still like have a date tomorrow, and that's not a part of it. Sex is not a part of it. In her mind, that works for her. So there are people out there that that's what they want. California bed, Barbara, I guess that's what it's called, right? Not wouldn't work for me, but again, we're all different. I don't know.
you started to sent you.
I'm sorry.
I just texted you, look at it.
Oh, I don't want to do that because I'm scared to get out of this. Hold on. Did I get back in?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay.
But there are people, that never mind.
No, but so that's what worked for her. Again, is that something that I would ever be capable of in my lifetime? No. But we all have different needs. That's the point. So if they make it work, God bless. But Cody's situation is a situation that it didn't work. And I think that that's more common than not. That's all I'm saying. So pineapple, there's been rumors or like pictures roundabout of showing her with like a belly. There was most recently a couple days ago a picture of the two of them in town where they live out for a walk, and she visibly looks pregnant to me, and that's what's circulating. Oh, John, Becky has a question for you.
Okay. I watched like the first 5 episodes and then like I canceled my Apple TV thing. So I have to finish it off. But like from the first 5 episodes of Severance, I felt completely lost. Like it was not as good as the first season. So I'm hoping like I didn't see the end of season two. I'm hoping it like kind of like brings it together because like I was just not happy with and I waited what 2 years for Severance season two to come out, and I was just not happy with where it was going. I was bored
That's the worst
and
when you wait for
confused, and
something.
like I just finished the Last of Us season two, and it's so bad compared to the first season. Um, But now you, oh my god, okay, so you guys know I hate scary shit, scary movies. Like, I'm not a horror person. But if you guys want to do this with me, I'll be there for it. Because I am, Cody loves horror movies. Everybody knows that. And, like, and gory shit, like The Hills Have Eyes. Like,
Oh, I
Cody can watch
cannot.
the
I
most
cannot.
evil horror movie and, like, be okay with it.
I'll get
Uh,
scared during Stranger Things.
I can't do horror, like, I can watch horror movies, but they have to be like Scream. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
get you in the
yeah.
bathroom. Like, that's like
Comic
my
relief.
extent of like
Yeah.
horror movies. I don't want to see gore. I don't want to be fucked with my head psychologically. I don't want any of that.
I don't want
But
to go to bed scared.
yeah, and Cody loves American Horror Story, which people are probably gonna laugh at me because they're saying, John, if you think American Horror Story is, I wouldn't watch The Walking Dead until Cody is like, it's not that bad. Like, it's good story. I wouldn't even watch The Walking Dead, but like, no, I love The Walking Dead, and I loved The Last of Us until that season. But like, American Horror Story is like one of Cody's favorite shows, and like now I watched 5 seasons of it, and I can like I had to watch it during the day when the sun's up. First off,
During that, I was just gonna say, I swear, I was just gonna say, no joke. If it's
Cody
during the
was,
day and the
I
lights are
like
on, I could watch something. But if it's nighttime, I
the
cannot.
sun has to be up. Like,
Yes,
and
I
God
cannot be
forbid I
scared.
watch that before I go to sleep.
That
Oh
is so
no.
funny you said that. I was literally, the words were coming out of my mouth. If it's daytime and people are home, I could watch it. But if it's nighttime and I'm home alone, not a
Uh-uh.
chance. No
I will
way.
not
No
watch it at
way.
night. But like, so Cody, and it was season 3 of American Horror Story because Cody knows I love Charmed. And like, it was about the witches, right? So he's like, okay, I know you love witches, and the season's all about witches and like spells and it was called Coven. And he's like, I think you'll really like it,
Oh, wait a
but
minute. Look, wait,
it's
wait,
still
wait,
gonna be like a
stop.
little graphic.
Look what Wendy just wrote. The minute you said the word, she wrote it a second before. That is so weird, Wendy.
Yeah. Yeah, because so and like because I Charmed, like we named our cats Prue, Piper, and Phoebe.
Yes.
So like I love that shit. So he's like, watch season 3, like and I did, and I loved it. I mean, like, still I don't like the graphicness of it, but like I got into it, and then I watched like Hotel. I watched the season with Hotel. I watched Coven. I watched Hotel. I watched Roanoke. Um, I think I watched season 10 when they're in New England with the black pill. I watched that season. And then I watched season 8, Apocalypse, when they bring back the witches.
That sounds
And I
scary.
was like, oh, this is good. I had the chills. Season 8 was great with Apocalypse because they bring the witches back. And so we were actually doing deliveries last night. Hand to God. Cody, where are you? He's in the tub, but we were waiting for a delivery in Taco Bell, and I saw that Jessica Lange was Lange
Lang.
Lange
Lang.
Lange. So I was reading. I saw. I got a thing on Google, Screen Rant, like of all the people coming back, and I'm like, oh my god, those are all the witches. And I said to Cody, I'm like, I think they might be bringing the witches back for American Horror Story, and I'm like, I'll watch it. And I got excited. And then Cody was like, oh, that does look like it might be the witches. And then I go back to my seat waiting for stupid Taco Bell food for delivery people that fucking hate you. And like, I went further and I'm like, so they are in fact bringing back the witches storyline. And
Oh.
I was like, oh my god! And I was screaming in Taco Bell. There's like 45 people there waiting for food. And I'm like, oh my god, it's the witches! It's the witches! People are crazy. So I will totally be watching that season. And also, like, I told Cody, I'm like, let's rewatch like Coven and Apocalypse, like, so like we're up to date, like when we watch The Witches. And I don't know if you guys I don't know if people in the chat or American Horror Story people, but I was thinking maybe like, if you want to like talk about like the Coven season and the Apocalypse season leading up to what's coming up now. I can't wait for it. Like the seven trials, right? To be the supreme
I
and
have
all
to
that stuff.
say, I think I might want to watch that, and I don't watch any of that stuff.
It's it can be graphic at points, and I don't like seeing gore. Like that's my thing.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
my thing about a horror movie, it's like I'll be like jumpy. Like that's why I like Scream or like I Know You Did Last Summer. It's like not gory. It doesn't fuck with your head. Like it just makes you jumpy. I'm like
Okay,
that's
so
like the horror I could deal with. You know?
so when I okay, so do you remember like years ago, every Friday they would at like 10 o'clock they would have like 2020
Yeah, of
specials.
course.
Okay. So growing up in Brooklyn, I was a kid. I don't know why, but my grandmother would have like her neighbor next door, like Lillian and Madeline. They would all make like who would make cookies, who had a pot of coffee. They would all come over to watch 2020 in the basement. So one Friday, I was sleeping at my grandmother's, couldn't go to bed, and they were watching 2020, and it was about an exorcism, and it was like a whole special. And my grandmother's like, go to bed, don't you look down those stairs, this is not for children. Meanwhile, I stood by the stairs and watched the whole thing, literally almost shit my pants. Ever since I saw that, I must have been like 7, 8 years old. I
That's the
can't.
difference between our grandmothers because my grandmother, when Exorcist 3 came on the TV in like 1990 or whenever that Exorcist Part 3 came out, I don't like it. I can't stand like horror movies that first off that make you like I don't like seeing gore. I just don't. Like it's I can't stomach it. And then B like I movies like okay, Cody's gonna laugh at me right now in the bathtub down the hall, but he's listening to me. Cody, what's the scariest movie I ever watched and I can't talk about or ever watch again? The scariest movie that I told you about that I could not sleep for like 2 months afterwards. Oh, me getting out of the shower? Did you already said?
What?
You said me getting out of the shower. No, the other
No.
one. You know what I'm talking about. Yes, House on Haunted Hill.
Never saw it.
I watched House on Haunted Hill like in 2000, like whenever it came out, and it fucked with my brain. It was gory. Like I don't like things like that make you like doubt your fate. Like Exorcist,
Well,
I
yeah,
cannot watch
okay, okay,
Exorcist.
okay, okay.
You know,
So,
Exorcist was the
yes.
worst movie because I'm a big Catholic. I love being Catholic.
Okay,
So
so,
like Exorcist like made you like doubt your faith, and
right,
especially Exorcist 3. Like when you
right.
said the statue of Mary coming for you, like I was like sixth grade
But
kid
now
school. I'm like,
hold
what the
on.
fuck are you doing?
But hold on. This was a real story. There was like a priest, and I'll never forget it. I could see it right now. This was on 2020. This wasn't a movie that was made up. And the woman's like yelling and screaming and making these scary faces, and the priest is like standing over her, and the priest he said something like, when you walk around, you have to say, I love God, so it doesn't come in you. And do you know, for like 2 years, every like third hour, I'd be like, I love God. Secretly, like I'd be in school in like fourth grade. I love God. 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 I was petrified. And then, like a year later, the Poltergeist movie. I saw it. That was it. That was it. Turn me off.
While my
Can't do it.
parents were still married and alive, and while I was under their roof, my father and I'll never forget this. It was like 1987, and he made me watch Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2,
Oh no.
and made me like I was crying the whole fucking time. So like that type of shit. I can't watch Nightmare on Elm Street. I can't
Or
do it.
like real
Yeah.
things, like the that movie from that house in Long Island. You know the
Oh, the
that had.
Amityville Horror.
Yes, that I because I know it's a true story. That just scares the crap out of me.
But I can deal with that because like it's at Amityville. Like you know what I mean? It's like around the corner.
It doesn't matter the fact that yeah, but so is Poltergeist. Poltergeist is from.
Amityville Horror House, like, I can deal with because I'm like it's like like I
I'm
could
sorry.
drive
The fact
be
that
at
these
that house in
things.
10 minutes.
No. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Even
Nope.
Cody,
Nope.
like when
Nope.
Cody first, like when Cody first moved to the island with me, because Cody was always a horror freak, and like he's like, "Is the Amityville house around here?" And I'm like,
Oh
"It's 5
no, I
minutes
would never
away."
even go down the block.
You never saw it in person?
And Becky, this is all your fault.
You never went down that street?
No, I don't. I don't even want to talk about it.
Like that? See, that doesn't bother me for some
But
reason. I don't
can I
know.
ask you why? Because here's the thing. Movies of like all the gore in a movie is fake and you know it's fake. But stuff like
But
the
I think
Amityville.
because like it was like 10 minutes from my house maybe, and I'm like, and
Okay, but hear
I've
me
driven
out.
by the house. I've knocked on the door. We trick or treated
Okay,
there
but
like when
hear
I was
me
a
out.
kid.
No,
Like
but hear me out for a
I
second. Hear me
that
out.
for some reason that like that I'm like, "Oof, who cares?" Like that didn't bother
But
me.
see, I'm the opposite because if I'm watching a movie that I know is a scary movie, the gore, I know that that's all not real. It's not real blood. It's not real guts. But an actual
Yes.
family that was actually
Yeah.
haunted, you know what I'm saying, guys? Like that actually happened. The fact that it could actually happen scares me more than some made up scary movie. I'm sorry. I'm
And
not
with
messing with
me,
that.
like I guess we're different in that way because once I went and saw the house and knocked on the door and like whatever, I was like okay with it. That's why when Cody was like, "Oh my God, Amityville Horror is like one of the scariest
Oh,
movies,"
yeah.
I'm
Would you
like,
sleep
she's
there?
looking at me. I'm like, "Are you kidding
Okay.
me?"
Okay.
I
Would
was
you,
like, "That, like I can't."
but would you sleep there one night by yourself?
What am I stupid?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I wouldn't step inside that motherfucker. I could just say I can knock
No
on the door for
way.
Halloween and drive by it. I'm
And
not
I don't
going
know
in
if you
there.
and I don't know if you know, but the movie Poltergeist was an actual family and an actual house in Seaford, Long Island.
See, Poltergeist also like I could deal with I watched Carrie, the original Carrie with John Travolta in it. Like that's a comedy almost to me.
I didn't see that.
You never saw the original Carrie?
No. Oh, hi,
It's a
selfie queen
comedy.
Cindy.
You
Hi.
could put on Carrie right now and laugh. And I was a teacher. Like they had teachers like slapping students and shit like that. Like that's what made it funny to me. I'm like, okay, well, a teacher would never slap a fucking student across the street, across the face. Sorry. But
Cindy, thank you for stopping by.
like Carrie, I could do. Hey, Cindy. Um, like Christine, I've watched. Uh, but these new the house on haunted hill or the last house on the fucking left or uh what's that really scary one, Cody? Pacifier, what's it
Oh,
called?
thank you, Barbara. That's so sweet of you.
um like
First
I
of
like
all,
Vacancy with
first
Luke
of
Wilson.
all,
I could watch that.
I'm just gonna say Becky's not allowed to bring up topics anymore. I'm already getting freaked out with this one.
Every time me and Cody went to a motel, I'm like, okay, check the bathtub for like an out for I don't want to be in vacancy.
House
Like
of
and like we stayed at some
Wax.
questionable motels, me and Cody.
See,
So I'm
that
like
just sounds
the
scary.
first thing
House of
you ever see Vacancy?
No, but Cindy said House of Wax. I don't even like the way that sounds. I don't even like the
Oh,
way that
House of
name
Wax
sounds.
I didn't watch because that's too much for me.
And The Conjuring, I would never, ever. I would shit my pants.
Paris, the one with Paris Hilton in it, I can't. Like, but I won't watch it. But yeah, like Vacancy was that a movie that I could watch and enjoy. And then every time me and Cody have ever gone to a motel, I'm like, check the bathtub for a trap door, because it sticks with you.
That's so funny.
Watch Vacancy. It's if I can listen, if I can watch a scary movie, anybody could because I take that shit seriously. And that's why Cody was like American Horror Story, and he's got me onto scary. Like I would never watch The Walking Dead until I think we were at Thanksgiving and it was me, my grandfather, Cody and Reagan, and he had The Walking Dead on, and yeah,
So,
uh,
sorry.
go ahead.
So there's this new thing on Netflix, and I was debating on watching it. Did you guys ever hear of the story of Ed Gein? Um,
Oh, and we
he
also watched like the thing on Netflix with the the guy who ate people, the who liked the gay people. What's his name?
Oh, I don't know.
You
Okay,
know what's his name? He was like young and he was gay and he ate people.
I
Jeffrey
don't know.
Dahmer. We watched
Oh,
that
right.
on Netflix, and that shit was scary. I'm
Wait
not
a
gonna
minute.
lie.
I'm sorry, John.
The
Positive. Stay
Jeffrey
positive.
Dahmer thing, like we
No,
watched, and I was scared, like
no, wait.
watching that on Netflix.
I
Like
just
I
want
was
to
like,
ask.
ooh.
I just want to ask. Stay positive. Stay positive. So I've been watching a lot of attractions for it, and I started. Um, I started like Googling him, and his story has captured me. Like the fact that he would get these, go to the cemetery, and obviously he was autistic or whatever he was. I don't know, but the fact that he would go to the cemetery, dig these people up. They had a chair made out of somebody's belly, and he had parts of body parts all over the house on furniture, but yet they said that he was like a normal person. Ed Gein, Cindy. Yeah. Okay. I have to. Should I watch it? Is it very scary? If you guys watched it, what do you think?
And also with Stephen King movies, like I don't remember which one it was. If it was the Langoliers, like there was, I watched two Steve, like remember like back in the '90s, like you would have like these Stephen King movies play like on regular TV, and it would be a 5 hour event or a mini
Mm-hmm.
series.
Yep.
And there was one Stephen King movie that like they were in an airport in Maine and they were stuck and this, that, and the other. And I watched that one. And then there was another one where like their molars were coming out and their teeth were coming out, and like the only thing that could protect people were cats.
Oh my
Like, and
God.
you want to know what? You want to know why I always have cats around me? It was because of
Protection.
that fucking movie.
That is
I,
so
I
funny.
hands Hand
That
to
is so
God,
funny.
we
Oh,
watched a Stephen King movie, and I was in seventh grade. I was 12 or 13 years old, and it was on regular TV. It was a Stephen King movie, and like where like their teeth were coming out and their molars were coming out, and like the only thing that protected these people in this town were cats. And
that's
if you had a cat by you, like you were safe. And I think that's really why
see
I've
how these
always
things have
wanted
like
cats around me because of that fucking
impressions.
movie.
I'm
What
telling
was
you,
that movie? Come on, someone help me out here. What was
even
it?
when the
What was the Stephen
2020
King movie with the
music would come
cats?
on, I would get nervous. Oh, so Norman Bates and Leatherface. Oh, thank you, Wendy. Becky, exactly. That just describes me right there. I prefer the true crime because I know if it really happened, I'll get into it. If it didn't
Ah,
happen,
there
I
it is.
won't.
Sleepwalkers.
Like Cindy, you like popped in here and like you know everything in 5 minutes. Where are you going? Don't leave.
I think that's why. Because like I was 11 or 12 when that came out. And the only thing that saved these people in the Stephen King movie were having cats around them. And like I've always felt unsafe my whole life because of what happened to me as a kid and this, that, and the other.
And the
So
cats
and
make
and
you
my
feel that
grandmother
makes
was I
sense.
love my grandmother. She was my best fucking friend, but she could be a fucking real sadistic bitch when she wanted to be. She would test me.
I believe
And
it.
she made me watch this and like I was like crying. And she was like, "Oh, don't you wish you had a cat right now? Because you know how I am my grandmother's grandson. Like I'm my mother's son or whatever. Like my
Yeah,
grandmother did this,
yeah.
and I think she tried to do it to like make me stronger and like toughen me up a little bit.
Actually though, actually I don't have cats, but there actually is truth in that. They like Italians, they believe like the cats can sense and see more than dogs can. They feel like cats can see spirits and hear spirits, and they there's a whole thing behind it.
No, and like I like I've never been like a pet person, but like after I watched that movie, like the only I ever wanted was a cat, and my was like, and then I got a cat right after it, and
And
like
you see,
I
cats protect
and
from the
I
spiritual
blame my
world.
grandmother for it. And I my grandmother was like manipulating me, but I was giving it right back to her because like in my little 12-year-old brain, I would cry and say like the only way I can sleep at night is if I have a cat,
Okay, but are you
and
seeing
then I
that
got a
that's not,
cat
are you
because
seeing
she
that's
fucked it
not
up for me.
BS?
So
That's
there
not,
it
it's
is.
not BS. Look at what Liana said, and there's several comments. Cats, it's an actuality that cats can protect you. They could see things
They do
before you.
protect.
Yeah.
Cats are way better than dogs. They always will be. I'm sorry. Like I've
But
never wanted a dog in my whole entire life. I like dogs, and I could like when I'm in someone's house who has dogs, I'm like, oh look, I have to pet you now. Like I'm not a dog. I never will be a dog person. You will never see me with a dog ever.
so,
If
okay.
Cody wants one, that's on him. But
All
like
right.
me and cats have a very symbiotic relationship. Like we're both independent, and we both want attention when we want it. So like for me,
Yeah.
cats is just the best fucking animal because like they don't need constant attention like a dog. They're not needy, but like
Yeah. They take care of
cats and
themselves.
like there's just no better for me. There's no better pet than a cat will ever be ever.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
selfie, thank you, because now I'm gonna watch it. And Lacey, um, I knew there was like extra stuff in it, but I wasn't sure like how much of it wasn't real. But I definitely am all in. I need to watch this now.
no, they no. Well, not they're not gonna eat you, but like and like let me tell you something about Georgie. Georgie is the most lovable cat. But you know what I can't stand about Georgie? My biggest pet peeve with Georgie
Cats get bitchy too a little bit.
is that Georgie refuses to sleep with us in the bed. And like I like my cat to be in the bed with me and like to snug like I'll spoon my cat over Cody and he does the same too. Like don't like we but you know where Georgie sleeps? Like by the front door. And I feel like
Protective.
he's protecting us.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening.
And when I'm in the living room, Georgie's on the right here next to me or right there, like but when we're sleeping, Georgie goes like on like high alert mode and he sleeps by the front door.
Bye,
And
Wicked.
it's
Love
it's
ya.
crazy to me. Like he's ready to pounce. And um it's like and I hate that he doesn't sleep in the bed with us because I love when my cat sleep like Phoebe sleeps around my fucking head. But Georgie, now that we're back in a home again, like not a motel or whatever, he like guards the goddamn door. He does.
That's so cute, though.
He's like, and
I
you
have to
know,
say, Becky, you and I are a lot alike because birds, you don't even know. Especially when I
good
see a
night,
lot of
Wicked,
them,
love
it
you.
freaks me out. Freaks me out. Good night, Wicked. Yeah, the bird. I'm scared of birds. I've always been, and when I see a lot of them together, I feel like something bad is coming, or there's something dead, or like I don't like it. I don't like it.
And the thing is, like, when like I'll come out from the bedroom and pick up Georgie and bring him into the bedroom to stay with us, and he's like, "Fuck that," and he goes right back to the door. But like, if I'm out in the living room, like right now, and I pick up Georgie, he'll stay. He'll stay. He'll like he'll stay. But like if we're sleeping, he really feels like he needs to protect us. That's the
Yes,
only thing I can think
yes,
of. Like
yes,
because
yes.
Georgie is one of the most loving cats I've ever had. But I don't know. I've never had a cat like sleep, and he sleeps by the
He's got
goddamn
his own
door.
personality. Yeah, no, Cindy, like they're bad and they will come right after you and they scare the crap out of me. Like I don't play with birds, okay? I do not play with birds. And I'm that girl that if I'm walking down the street and a bird comes near me, I'll run. People look at me like I'm crazy. I will just jet like someone's trying to kill me. Mm-mm. I don't play with birds. No, I do not. Funny how the whole sister wives thing went to this conversation. Must have been Cody's hair that got us all scared and talking about. Oh, I think I lost John for a second. But thank you for all the advice because I'm definitely going to watch the Ed Gein story. And apparently, the actor that plays him blew it out of the water. He said he was in that role for 8 months and didn't let himself get out of it at all for 8 months. And it messed with him a little bit. So at the end of the movie, he went to Wisconsin to Ed Gein's grave. And he said he wanted to just, everybody left after filming and he stayed and oh no, I'm sorry, they filmed in Chicago and he flew to Wisconsin and he went to the grave and he kind of like had to go there and like talk to him and say, I'm leaving you here now. I cannot take you home with me. And that's how he got out of the role. That's how it affects you, I think, playing somebody with that kind of mind.
Well, Italians, like, growing up, and I don't know if, if you had the same issue, but I'm going to assume that you did. Like, Italians don't like pets in their houses. Italians had to have all white walls on every fucking
Absolutely.
wall of their house.
Absolutely.
So, like, it was
I was going to
expect.
ask you that before if your grandma had cats because that would have not have been
No,
allowed in my house.
no.
And I'll be honest with you and I'll tell you straight up, good night, cousin Joe. I know that there's a lot of animal lovers in the group and this is not me now. I'm just telling you about my childhood.
Oh,
Um
and Italians will say birds are bad luck.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, if someone had a cat and they cooked something and brought it to like a family dinner, no one would eat it. No one. All my old Italian aunts would be like, "No, no, 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 no." They would say in Italian, "There's hair in there." Like you could not have an animal in the house and have food cooked or something. You know what I mean? Like, God forbid.
Growing up, every
Oh, thank
wall
you,
had to
glitter
be
girl.
fucking
Yes,
white.
thank you. Thank you for coming in.
And not eggshell or off-white or taupe or beige or bisque or whatever. Like every house in our house, I'm sorry, every wall in our house had to be white. And like once, like the cigarettes stains, because everybody smokes in the house, Italians, um, they would repaint it all white. And like I was like, can we get a smidge of fucking color? And nope, all white walls. And then, like, pets were, you can't have pets in your house, that they're dirty. And no.
It's just a
And
no.
that's how I grew up.
It's just a no. Like you could have pets outside, but you can't have them come into your home.
Like, I was like 8 when my mom died, and I wanted a goddamn goldfish. And it took me crying for like 3 weeks to get one singular goldfish in my house.
So funny.
Did you get, like, everything's bad luck? Birds are the biggest bad luck with Italians. Birds are bad luck. Can't have a bird inside. But that's
No,
how
they
I
are,
grew up.
Liana. They are pretty clean, but the thought process of these, people years ago was like you can't have them in the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's going to go in your food. They're going to walk on the counter. God forbid. You cannot happen.
I snuck a hamster into my house at 10th grade.
Oh, that would have been like I would have been so black
The
and blue for that.
hamster escaped. I was petting the hamster. I
No
was in 10th
way.
grade, and then like I woke up to go to school the next day, and the lid was open, and like the hamster escaped, and like my grandparents didn't know I brought the hamster in, and then I had to tell them in the morning, getting ready for
Oh, I would
school,
have been black and
that I
blue.
broke the rules by
I would
bringing
have
in
been
a
black and
live
blue.
animal,
Black and
and that
blue.
the live animal, a giant rat. I could not have picked a worse pet
That was yeah,
to
no.
sneak into my
No.
house.
No.
So now my grandparents had a giant hamster rat going around the fucking house.
I would have been
And
cursed out from
I
every
let me tell
angle.
you something. This hamster found its way underneath the plumbing in my kitchen.
Oh, jeez.
And then my grandfather had to like knock out my kitchen sink and go underneath it.
You're lucky they kept you. You're lucky you had a bed to sleep in
You
that
want to
night, my
talk about
friend.
lucky? I
You're
didn't see the light of
lucky.
day for fucking
That
3 months.
yeah, and that's the least they could have done.
And I'm happy that my grandparents never beat me, because I got that from my dad.
Hmm.
Because like I had to call out. They called me out of school that day. They said, "You
Oh,
motherfucker better
unreal.
get this fucking hamster."
Yeah,
And I
my
said, "I don't
family
know
was
where it
big
is."
on
And then
my family was
we're
big on
listening, and you
cursing.
hear like this hamster going
Oh,
under the
jeez.
sink. And my grandfather had to like take a fucking jackhammer and go and get it out. And
Yeah, I would have been
yeah.
dead.
Mm-mm.
Cindy, I just have to say one thing about that, okay? About the plastic covers. How about like when it's 95 degrees out growing up in Brooklyn and they don't want to put the air conditioner on because it costs too much money and you fall asleep on the couch and you have to wake up and slowly roll yourself off because you're stuck to the freaking plastic and it hurts so bad and you can't jump up. You got to slowly roll yourself off. Everything was plastic in my grandparents' house. Everything.
Oh,
Literally, you had to do a slow roll, okay? And you hear that noise of your skin coming right off that plastic, sliding right off it. And my grandma would Windex that plastic, okay? She would Windex her couches. I know, Becky, and it's all because of you. It's not my fault. It's your fault. You hijacked this live.
I don't. I think we covered everything on Sister Wives. Like, you know what? So Chris, Robin says, what did I write in my notes? Hold on. I mean, Sister Wives is so boring that I have to go back to, like, memories from 1991 to
Oh,
make this interesting.
waxing. I'm sorry. That was so good, Cindy. Oh, wow.
No, like I would rather talk about, like, the time, like when, when my pet hamster got out that I smuggled in my house, and like, 'cause I wanted a pet
That's
so
funny.
badly, and my
Well,
grandparents were like, "No pets ever." And I slept, and then
we always go off course. And look what Jules said. Jules said, "This is nice. I hope we can get back to this." Me too. But you know something? We always go off topic. So you got to expect it. If I'm on panel, it is what it is. We're going off topic. I cannot help that.
did it start yet? The 90-day tell all.
No, next weekend, right? Callie, Christine?
So maybe we'll cover that. Maybe I can get Darcy up here.
That would be cool.
I didn't watch one
Can
episode
I
of the season
comment?
though, so
Can
I,
I
I would be
comment
doing
on
a
that?
recap on something I know nothing about.
Can I ask you guys in the chat if you guys watched it? I want your opinion about one thing, okay? I might be like, okay, thank you, Becky. So I've watched it, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it. I feel bad for Georgie this season. I feel like every time he talks, she cuts him off. She gets nasty. Like he was crying yesterday. There were tears coming out of his eyes. He was trying to be honest with her. He was like, "Please listen to me." If you watch this season, how many times did this guy say, "Listen to me. I'm trying to open up. No one cares about my feelings." And she just go like I hope she's watching herself back because she cuts him off at all sides. Like I didn't listen, let's be honest. We all know why Georgie came into this circle. He's a young guy, blah, blah, blah. We get it, okay? But he fell in love with her somewhere along the line, or at least loves her, right? But when you watch them together, it's not just me. I know it can't just be just me. She's really not cool with him. Like, she don't let him talk. I mean, right? Thank you. I felt bad for him yesterday. I saw the tears coming out of his eyes. He's saying, "I love you." He's saying, "You're my best friend." She's not hearing him at all. At all, at all. And you know what, Abby? You're 50 something years old. You have a 35-year-old husband. Of course he's going to want kids down the line. You have to know that. You're not a stupid woman. And another thing, one more thing, I'm almost done. When her sister came yesterday and was on the bed, I thought to myself, "Do you see what your face looks like?" Her hair was a mess. And Darcy, I couldn't believe how bad she looked yesterday on camera. That was like, whoa, blew my mind. But anyway, I do feel bad for Georgie. And you got to watch it, John.
I'll watch the tell all. I'm not gonna watch. I felt like I was in jail doing a hard time watching 5 episodes of Sister Wives, which were just one awful show after the next for like I was like, oh my god, why did I sign up for this? Like,
Well,
this is
I'll
this is
give you
terrible.
I'll give you a little synopsis. They did this thing this year, right? Where they put Lauren, Alexi, Jovi and Yara, and Elizabeth and Andre. They made them like a
But what's his name? Adnan and Tiger Bush aren't there, right?
no, no. They did this thing with those three couples like they're friends, and they sent them away upstate New York together. And you'll see how it ends. Honestly, I got to tell you, I do not, under I cannot stomach Andre and Elizabeth. I didn't like them before, but when you watch them this season, they really have something wrong with them. They have some narcissistic tendencies. Lauren is
Andre,
a
Andre,
sweetheart.
Andre and Elizabeth were thinking they're gonna get their own spin-off, a la the Family
Not
Chantel, and
happening.
it didn't go that way for
After
them.
this season, it's never happening. It's that's right, Liana, and they're not going to because they are some ugly haters, aren't they? There's some bad people. I love Yara. She's hysterical. She's adorable. I love Lauren. She's a sweet girl. That poor girl, her neck must hurt her at the end of the night from the Tourette's. I feel so bad watching her. She's so sweet. But that Elizabeth, no, no, no. She's got to go. She's got to go. But
I never liked
anyway,
Libby.
but
I like
anyway,
like Andre. I done here to talk about Chuck and Charlie, and I
horrible,
done here, and I
horrible,
still want to do good. Like that
horrible.
jig is up, man.
Yeah,
Um,
no, no, horrible.
and like Elizabeth, like it's just always been like mediocre at best.
Right,
Um,
right.
but you have like a lot of OGers here, like Elizabeth and Andre. You have Lauren and Alex. You have Darcy and what's
Oh,
Georgie.
Stacy. But
Um,
When Stacy came to see Darcy yesterday, right? She walks in, her hair's a mess. If you see her face up close on camera, you will not believe that she allowed herself to be filmed that way. Then she gets on the bed and she's like, "Yeah, I got it last night. I got it good." I'm thinking to myself, "Don't you have two teenage sons watching this episode?" And she goes in like a sex position. I don't know what happened to the two of them. I really don't know what happened to the two of them. They're a mess. They are a mess. But I felt bad for Georgie. I got to like him. Georgie went home this season, John, for the first time in 15 years. He went to Bulgaria. He saw his mom, his dad, his sister, his niece and nephew that he's never met. And it was really endearing to see where he came from. And you got to see a different
be
side of
careful
him.
about scenes like that because remember when Pedro met his father for the first time, which he already knew, or his
Totally
family
different
for the first
feeling.
time, which he already knew. So like, be
Totally
careful. Don't
different
don't get don't
feeling.
get reeled in by shit like that.
No, no, no. I'm telling you right now, totally different feeling. Totally different. It's not the same. When Pedro was on, you felt that it was all BS. This was a different feel. But his sister said to him, like, don't you want
Different feel
kids in
or
the
better
future?
actor.
No, different feel. I spot that out right away. Different feel. When he came home from that trip, seeing his sister with her kids, his sister said to him, you know, don't you want children one day? He was confused after that. When he said something to Darcy last night, he was crying. I mean, it's a different feel. I don't know if they're still together
I
though.
seen
I
it,
have
so
no
I
idea.
can't judge it. I
Yes,
all
I
I know
know.
is
I
like
know.
my what's in my head about the
Right.
show.
Right. Right.
Ugh. All
But
right,
this was
so
great.
yeah, I mean, like,
This
should
was
we
so
talk about
great.
like how like Christine had told Robin things, and how Christine said that Robin broke her word, and how she could never trust her because Robin in turn said shit to Cody about it.
I just have to ask Liana one thing before we say that. Who did you hear split? Because I was trying to
Huh?
dig. I just wanted to ask Liana, who did you hear split? That's what I just wanted to ask you. Um,
Well, there's been rumors that Darcy and Georgie split long
oh,
ago.
okay, okay. Just curious. Just curious. Um, yeah. Do you really ever think that Christine trusted Robin? Like,
I think that Christine maybe was like, kind of spouting off on Robin, saying, "Well, this is happening now," and then maybe, and God, I hate Robin, but I don't hate her. I'm sorry, that's a bad word. I
you
don't like
dislike
Robin.
her. You
Like, but
dislike her.
maybe Robin was actually trying to like tell Cody, nope, like I don't want to defend her. Damn it. Um, maybe Robin was trying to tell Cody
You're giving her the benefit
that,
of the doubt.
maybe pay more attention to Christine in this way. And then Christine got mad at Robin for saying what she said to Cody when there was, a conflict between two sister wives. I don't know.
Interesting.
But Robin, I mean, it's, Robin, the ongoing joke is that Robin always wanted Cody to himself, and she got him.
Interesting.
And I think maybe now Robin is seeing too much of Cody because she liked having Cody spend a couple of days with Christine, or Janelle or Mary, and now she's stuck with him all the time. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it's like to see my husband dip his pen in other people's ink over and over again. I
Well,
don't know.
that's where the emotion and the feeling comes from, and that's something that I couldn't handle and I never want a part of, and that's where a lot of the hate comes from too.
But they signed up for it. They're polygamists, so they knew what it was about. Um, I don't know. And they were saying, like, Cody was saying, oh, some woman's emailing me, who wants to be in the family and is being mean to me. So what, huh? Who cares?
Right.
I have people emailing me all the time saying they want to move in with me and Cody.
I don't know why he needed to bring that up, but I really just assumed it was for camera purposes. Like to try and keep some interesting conversation on camera with him and Robin. Like as if they're even going to entertain the fact of talking to another person or bringing
But
somebody in their
Robin's always the
marriage.
one that's saying, I didn't come into this to be monogamous. I was monogamous. I wanted the big fan, and Robin comes from like polygamy. She's a Jessup. And once Cody saw I have a Jessup in my midst, like, because all Cody wanted to do was be like the biggest polygamist there was. Like the who was the guy in Texas, that went to jail, for marrying
Oh, the big one.
yeah,
Yes, I
what's
can't
his
think of the
name?
name. Oh my
And then what's
goodness.
his name? Oh, what's his name?
I don't I don't know.
Went to jail a while ago, and
It's one of
Warren
those
Jeffs. Thank
names.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Like I kind of feel like Claudia was like, I feel like, like the new face of polygamy, and I could be like the new Warren Jessica, where I'm not marrying child brides and this, that, and the other, and like we're all on one page, and they're not subservient to me, but they still are. I really thought that's where Cody was.
But they had that lunch. They had that lunch where, well, that was a cringy lunch a couple episodes back, him and Robin. And they like kiboshed the whole bringing somebody else into the marriage or bed or whatever they said. So I don't know why he brought that up again. I thought it was just for filming purposes.
Cody really wanted to be like the new face of polygamy. Like, listen, look at me. I got these 4 wives. And if Robin had never come around, I think that they would all still be together. And not to say that Robin's a devil,
As
because Cody
happy,
had said
yeah,
that, Robin's the only one he ever had true love
they
for.
would have been as happy as he thought he was. I think him and his three wives would have stayed together without the show and without meeting Robin, but I think they only would have been as happy as they thought he was with them, because he obviously was never in love until he met her.
And I believe that.
That's just the bottom line. Without the show and without meeting Robin, they would still be in that house in Utah, with the
IJ Freak.
basement, doing what they were doing with X amount more children.
All right, I think we're good, right? I mean, we've covered.
Yes. And I just want to say thank you. I haven't been up here for a very long time. And
Well, thank you for, like, being my friend again after you had to fire me from, like, not
oh,
sweeping the hair
geez,
off
I don't know
your
where this
salon
stuff
floor.
comes from. Well,
So,
I have to say, I was anxious about coming back up and I was hoping everybody would miss me. And I literally purposely put a P in my picture for positivity tonight. I don't know if you noticed that. And I wanted to, put it out there that it was going to be a good live, and it was great. And I'm so excited that everybody was so nice to me. And I'm so excited that we did this because I really missed it horribly.
So
Just
will
like
you watch American Horror Story?
you're really pushing it.
Listen, I'm a pussy.
You're really pushing me right now.
No, like listen, watch season 3 Coven. Just
But how
like
could I watch season 3 without watching the other ones?
because they're all like they're all different. American Horror Story, like every season is a different story, with and the cast members play different characters, but in some weird way, they're kind of all linked together, like by one episode or another. But you don't need to watch like all of
Okay.
them in a row because
So
every season is different. But like
okay.
like
Okay.
they do find a way to try and tie them together,
John, can you pronounce
which
that
is kind
word
of
that
genius on their part. But
can you pronounce that word that stay positive said? What does that say? They're all and
let me see
now
here because I said the same thing. Let me see here.
Teeny, teeny, tiny shots you give yourself every day. And what it
Oh no! Oh my God!
what?
No wonder why I couldn't hear you.
What?
My volume was all the way down on my laptop.
So I get an apology. I get an apology.
No, you're still staticky, sweetheart, but like the volume was on my end. So like I apologize for saying that you were low.
That's
Because like
okay.
you know why? Because like we put this I use my computer because we didn't get a bedroom TV yet. So like we use my computer to like watch TV at night to go to sleep to.
That's fine.
So my volume's always super low because we try to fall asleep to like TV. So that's why you were low. So I'm sorry for saying you were low when my
That's
volume was
okay.
really down. That's it. The
That's okay.
staticky, you're still staticky, but
That's
I
so funny. Now I hear an echo in myself a little bit.
now you hear an echo.
Nope, it's gone.
Okay.
But
But
yes, I will give it a whirl. I will try to get through one episode, and if it scares the crap out of me, I'm not watching it.
Coven's good. So watch. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm gonna start rewatching it because and it's gory at points. It is, but the story is better than the gore.
Okay. You guys have the sweetest comments, and I really appreciate that. It does make
But
me
the
feel very
first
sweet.
season, the first season, we're in the murder house. Like that also comes into play with the witches, but you'll see that in season 8. Like it's every season of American Horror Story is different with different and cast members that come from they all play different characters in the next one, but they still find a way to link all the seasons together, which is
Okay.
genius. But like they'll use only one episode. Like I was watching Hotel. Okay, so season 5 is with Lady Gaga and Hotel, and I only watched it because I was told they would incorporate the witches into that season. So I watched the whole fucking thing, and I'm like, when am I going to see the witches? And it like the 11th one was like princess came into the hotel, and that's where she died. And that's why she was trapped there, and she was a witch. So I mean, it doesn't take much for them to incorporate it.
Oh, I
Um,
see what you're
you know
saying.
what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
Yes,
but
yes, yes.
but
You get like tidbits.
they really are all independent of each other, but they still are kind of
So
mildly linked to each other.
I'm gonna make a similarity. Is it like the Love Boat where every episode was different, but yet the characters were the same, but every story was different?
Okay, now even louder, you sound even more disconnected.
Oh boy.
So,
Oh boy.
well, we're at the 2 hour mark. We're almost at 11 o'clock. So let's end this. Brooklyn
Okay.
girl, thank you. I'm sorry, it was Queenie. She was
Wen-
princess though.
Wendy
Queenie.
knows her
Queenie
stuff.
was the one that like the voodoo doll. Like, you know, Queenie was a witch that, like, you know, she could stab herself as a human voodoo doll and like make other people pay for it. And she was in one episode of Hotel, but that's how they incorporated like the witches into that one season. So they're kind of like, you know, sneaky like that. Um, Queenie, you're right.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all for being so sweet
I
and
knew
for
it was
spending
royalty.
2 hours with us.
But I'm very looking forward to the new season, which they're filming now, and I'm gonna rewatch seasons 3 and 8. And they mentioned it in Roanoke too. The reason why I watched Roanoke, because I wanted to watch every season of American Horror Story, or like where they talked about the witches. And in Roanoke, they were like, well, the source, the Supreme, and that was a part of Coven. So I wanted to make sure I watch every season where like the witches were like kind of acknowledged. So it's, you know, I'm not gonna watch all of them. I am too. I can't wait. Like, you know, and Cody knows it. Like, I'm like, I was doing cartwheels in Taco Bell last night when I heard that like the witches are coming back. And it's I'm really happy, and I won't watch the other seasons. I watched enough that I need to see, because I don't like gore and they're gory, but we can handle that. So my friend Brooklyn Girl, thank you for being here for me tonight. I want to
Always.
thank everybody who's been in the chat here tonight. Thank you for the super chats and
Yes.
the memberships that you bought. And I don't know where, you know. So I guess, do you want to do 90 day and
Yeah, I
recap?
think I really think that we should force John to spend some time this week watching some episodes so that we can come back
I'm not
in a
gonna watch. I will watch the tell all and talk about that, and then maybe
okay.
I'll have
Well,
Darcy come up.
okay, well, I would like to see you guys and talk about the tell all. So I'm coming back. I don't know if he'll be with me, but I'm coming back to talk about the tell all. I
I'd
hope he'll
much
be
rather
with
have
me.
Darcy explain it to me than me having to watch
Oh,
the whole
that I
season
would
again.
listen. If you could do that, I would love it. But I definitely want to come back. I had so much fun tonight.
I'll get Darcy. Um, so I had a lot of fun tonight too, and thank you for being here, guys. And see, we can do content, and
Becky, that would be so cool. You know a lot of stuff. I would love that too.
so and are we gonna do the next episode of Sister Wives too?
Yes, definitely. I'm down.
I'm just gonna have to get like my Xanax refill, so I can get through it. No, but it's fine. No, it's good. Thank you, Brooklyn, for being here. Thank you guys for being in the chat. I had a lot of fun tonight.
Me too.
And good night, everybody.
Good night.
Much love to everybody.
Bye.